Good morning. They say you're supposed to meet people where they're at. And I've been described as sexy abrasive, believe it or not. I tend to rub people the wrong way sometimes. A lot of people don't like the truth. I think there's probably a lot of accuracy in what Dr. Robert Malone talked about at the beginning of fake COVID and mass psychosis. There's a lot that is done to us with intent to control our minds, and you can look at that from any number of angles that you want to, whether it's the fluoride in the water or the programming from the radio and the fake news and the TV and the movies, subliminal context. It could be frequencies. Frequencies is a big component here. That's one of the major ways that they're manipulating people is through frequency. It could be sound wave, I guess probably light wave. We got radiation, and I would encourage all of you. First, if you are waking up, it's shell shock. Anyone who's gone through it. I mean, at my lowest point, someone proposed to me the idea that we choose our path before we come here, and that resonated with me because time doesn't seem real, and the physical is not really real if you're a spiritual person and you believe in God, our creator, or whatever made us. I don't like language. I think language is one of the ways that we've been used. Language is one of the weapons that's been used against us. So I'm not big on terms, just in the sense that I want to be accurate, and it's hard to be accurate about God, right? But I think, again, this is my opinion now. I think God is irrefutable. I think God made all of us and that we are all very much connected. I think that all life on earth is very much connected. So if you are waking up and it's like obviously shell shock, and for me, my lowest point was probably, I want to say, like 2019, 2020, probably. And I don't know why, other than I felt like I could see what was going on and nobody else could, and I was scared. I was really scared. I don't know why. I mean, I guess because I could see the corruption. I had been reporting electromagnetic frequency weapons and organized stalking and everything else for about a little less than 5 years at that point. And it was apparent to me how corrupt the FBI is, because they are absolutely covering up electromagnetic frequency torture, whatever technology they're using against the people. They're simply covering it up. There's no other way to put it. So I guess my point is, don't worry, as strange as that sounds, especially if you're going through the waking up process. But everyone else is waking up too. Every day people are waking up and seeing the manipulation for what it is. People are more and more aware that our food is being poisoned. And some people are even calling out the graphene oxide, mRNA, that's been infused with the smart dust nanoparticles that's being injected into the cloud seeding that are essentially chemtrails or whatever else they're doing. The beautiful part is that we're getting to the point of discussion. We're getting to the point where we can look at these documents, we can look at these agencies, we can look at the last 8 Pentagon audits and at least say, hey, wait a minute, where did all of our trillions of dollars go, right? At least people are talking, communicating, waking up. being able to look at it and address it, because, and this is why it's important to get through the fear and not to have any fear, right? This is very much a battle of right and wrong. You can say good and evil, you can say right and wrong, you can phrase it however you want. Like I said, some terms I don't want to be too particular on, but it's apparent that the organizations that have been running the world are beyond corruption. And I think I started off saying how we're manipulated. So, money is fake currency. It's something that's, taken out of thin air. It's not real. And a lot of people value that money over what's really important. Nobody wants to be spending their entire lives working, and I'm a hard worker. I love the work. Anybody who knows me knows how hard I fucking work. Just ask them. Go ask the people who have worked with me. Just ask how hard I work. But that's not the point, right? Money is slavery. It's used to control you. The people who make it print it, and they control all of the businesses, and they control how you act in those businesses. And if you don't stay in line, you get blackballed from industries, right? Depending on your level of questioning of the wrongness of what's going on. And a lot of people are afraid to speak out, right, and say what's wrong, because they'll lose their job. They got to take care of their families, and that's just not a reason to overlook the egregious crimes that are being perpetrated against humanity. And that's why we will all come together to have the conversation to address the wrongs that are going on in a peaceful manner. Just very much, we're going to have a grown-up conversation about it, as much as they don't like it, right? Samson option, whatever. You want to nuke it? Congratulations. If you nuke the planet, or the Earth rather, that's an admission of guilt. Congratulations. So it's really important to get past the fear and understand where you stand on your principles and who you are, because you are all powerful. You have the choice of right and wrong, right? You can choose to use your voice for good, or you can choose to remain silent. That's up to you. But it will be done peacefully. Just like we're going to have a grown-up conversation about all the fucked up shit that's been wrong. Black and white, real simple. You guys shouldn't be doing this with our tax money, and we can clearly see that you are, and now we would like some accountability. And I think we all know why there hasn't been accountability so far. And I've already trashed the law enforcement enough, so I'm not going to do it. You guys can just see it on its face for what it is. So, no fear. Understand where we're at and how beautiful it is that people are speaking and communicating and getting the information out there, and that we're all coming together to do this. It's amazing. And no fear. We're just going to have a grown-up big boy conversation about it. No big deal.